Cool. I'd like to call this meeting to order with the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Random,
Here.
Director Brown, Director Clayton,
Here.
Director Adams,
Present.
Director Guy.
Here. All right, moving on to item number 1, minutes of the regular meeting held December 12th, 2024.
Okay, so I had one clarification from the meeting minutes. I'm sorry, Carrie, I didn't get a hold of you beforehand. But during the voting of all the issues, I actually didn't vote. And I was vocal on abstaining on the last one because the party was here in the room. So I'm sorry for not clarifying that with you earlier.
Make a motion to adopt the meeting, the minutes of the meeting on December the 12th.
As amended.
As amended. As amended.
And I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Moving on to item number 2, committee reports.
Mr. President, first off, Happy New Year.
Yes.
I think I and some of us have had an opportunity to take a little time off. So, the committee reports are that your executive committee met on the second for the gym set. And, on the 19th of December and again on the 6th of January, your real estate meeting that discuss real estate issues that we've worked on. That's all I have.
Thank you so much. Any questions before moving on? No, moving on to item number 3, general manager's report.
Mr. President, I just want to report, just to close the loop, that the city council had the second reading of the ordinance update for the rezoning of the A Street property on 17th. Steps, finalized some paperwork with the county and the state and the city. So I think we're good to go on that. That work is completed. The Flames of Fame has contacted me. They originally wanted to have the groundbreaking ceremony on the 13th, and it looks like it's going to be on the 20th now. February, excuse me, and at 10:30. But allow me to finalize that with Jane at Flames of Fame, and I'll coordinate invites with the board. We're going to focus on just our immediate district folks. I think there's a lot of people that might want to attend that, and that's not our party. But I've gotten green light to make sure you're all invited. I'll make sure that's taken care of. We're just tentatively planned for the 20th of February. I'm really happy with the progress that SoCal Gas has made. I mean, the quality of their paving and stuff for a patch of a road is top notch. There's some final work so along and the road in front of the hotel. That repaving's been done. All the pipes in line. The pipe's not online yet. You'll see the K rails out. The K rails are that are out in front of the fire station. That's where they're making a connection with the old pipe. They're also going to partially concrete in the abandoned portion of pipe that's under our pavement section, so the ramp out past the runway. Well, because that's never, we don't anticipate that ever changing. And we just want they agreed that concrete it so that there's no issue of it ever failing and collapsing and causing pavement section. But we're not going to do it beyond that because we don't want to make it harder in the future. In the area near English Air and the hotel or beyond that out into the southern part of the property. We don't want to make it harder to remove that pipe when future development might occur. So they're going to make the intertie. So hopefully in February, this will all be wrapped up and we will have that project.
So it'll be like putting the ramp out across the runway.
So imagine from the line at the hotel out past to our southern fence line,
Oh, okay.
which will never,
Right.
hopefully, we'll never build on because it's going to be airfield. but it will be concreted in good shape. I've been really happy with it. They do quality work.
Good for DC tents. Well,
What's that?
good for DC tents to be part of.
Perfect for DC tents. That's the whole mission. That's all I have to say.
Any questions from you?
Nope.
Moving on to item number 4, Manager of Finance and Administration report.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have the demand register for your review and approval.
Right.
Make a motion to be approved.
We have a motion, but I'll go ahead and second that, actually. Motion and second. All in favor?
I'm sorry, I missed one item I wanted to update you on. I was hoping, Rick, our operations manager, could give you an update on where we are with the taxiway C reconstruction, the sinkhole issue we had,
Oh, yes.
and our drainage project on around the big hangar.
So, yes, so that project, the drainage taxiway charter project was 3 phases. First phase is complete. We repaired and paved taxiway Charlie and did the initial tie-in to the storm drain, the existing storm drain that's on the ramp. We're just entered, that was paved on Monday or Tuesday. We've just entered into the second phase where they have, they're starting to put in the pipe, to dig for the pipe for the trench drain, which is phase 3. Additional phase 1 is that we paved better grade on the north side of the main hangar. That's this side of the main hangar. So to help water drain away from the building. So all 3 of those are still ongoing. They expect it to be paved out hopefully by the 27th for phase 2 and a couple weeks later for phase 3. Still a little far out to for sure, certain yet.
So we're looking at end of February as well.
And early March probably is the best case scenario.
Thank you, Rick. Appreciate that. Anything else for you, Karen?
Not today.
Any questions from you? All right, moving on to item number 5, public session. Statements from the floor will be heard during public session. Request to speak forms are provided for those wishing to address the board. After completing the form, please give it to the clerk. Requests requiring board action will be referred to staff and brought on the next appropriate agenda. Members of the public are cordially invited to speak on agenda items as they occur. Staff reports covering agenda items are available for review in the offices of the general manager on the Tuesday prior to each meeting. The board will establish a time limit for received testimony, in this case 3 minutes. The board reserves the right to establish further time limits for received testimony. That being said, I have Troy Mack. So.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I'd spoken before with regard to Santa Maria Supermoto being an organization that wanted to participate and or acquire the lease, the karting association out there. I had not heard from anybody here at the board. I did go ahead and put together some photographs in case you would all be interested in seeing these. I can hand these to you now. Is that?
Let's actually go ahead and, is there a way you can make that into like a PDF file or something that we can share later?
Possibly. Yes, I can email them to
If
you.
you want, you can go ahead and give me one of them.
Sure. So this just represents,
Could I make one comment? This is part of the public record. Just give them to me. And then we'll bring it to the board in appropriate.
excellent, very good, thank you. I do have several individuals that are with me that are part of that organization that would represent some different facets of what we would like to do with that karting facility that's out there. If I could bring those people up and maybe they could share some of their comments with you.
Should we have them create their own public session comment or?
So they can each take time as members of the public. I think the more efficient way to do this would be to coordinate with the general manager.
I think we just need to talk. Okay,
But yeah, you've got the remainder.
There's a legal. I'm not supposed to be speaking to you this way, so I'm off.
there's a legal process that.
Yeah, this isn't the place for us to coordinate this.
Okay, excellent.
So we'll be in touch, but
And is there an email address or something that I would utilize to reach out to you?
we will talk. I have your email address. We
Okay.
talked at the last meeting.
Correct. Yeah, and it had been some time and there was no interaction. I didn't know if we should come down and
We will-
discuss further.
I need to stop talking.
So this
You're in
will,
good hands.
this is what we'll do, Troy. We'll go ahead and, let's go ahead and set this up for a committee, meeting as well. Let's go ahead and do, I believe that'll be airport planning and capital improvement, correct?
We'll find the right real estate.
Real estate.
And Mr. President, just to clarify, I know that your board appreciates members of the public and having input. It's just that the board cannot discuss or take action on any items that are not listed on the agenda. And so you all, as members of the public, have the right to make comment for items not on the agenda. But this sounds like something that you'd like the board to consider and discuss and potentially take action on.
Sure.
So the best way to do that would be to bring it as an agenda item so that the board can comply with the product.
Very good. Okay, absolutely.
With that being said, we still have 2 minutes.
Well, we have a consortium of people that are very much, have different backgrounds within construction and compliance and airport compliance specifically that are a part of the organization. And we're very much, hopeful that we can bring that forward to help develop, or construct better access as usefulness of that property. It is such a gem of a piece of property to have within our community that we could be able to, the thought that we could be able to work with that and have a greater establishment within the community and more people being in the ability to come out and utilize that in a coaching and training and riding facility is unparalleled. So we're just very excited about it. Maybe my enthusiasm isn't too much.
No, it's not at all.
Okay.
You're right on the line.
Okay, thank you so much. I'll be looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I don't have any more public session request forms. Moving on to item number 6, presentation by Forefront Power providing an update on the solar project.
We're gonna have to reschedule that.
Moving on to item 7, authorization to award contract for bids on U.S. Customs upgrades, security contract, and for the president and secretary to execute the contract between the district and awardee for the U.S. Customs upgrades, security contract subject to review and approval by district council.
I'd like, our operation maintenance manager to speak to that.
Okay, so the board directed the staff to go out to bid for, security access control system. We received 3 bids. Johnson Controls, Control Key Systems, and Birdie Systems. The apparent low bidder was Johnson Controls for $185,125, and no change. Now hopefully you have that memo in front of you. I think we're looking for a decision on this.
The ask is for an award to the winner.
I make the motion that we approve Johnson Controls Inc. the system.
I'll put a second on that. We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anything else? Any questions? Nope. Moving on to item 8, authorization for one staff member to attend the 2025 Jumpstart Air Service Development Conference to be held June 9th through 11th, 2025 in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Self-explanatory, our Gary has been doing an excellent job on our air service development program. And we ask that you continue to support our efforts.
Make the motion, we approve it.
I'll second that. We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Moving on to item number 10, discussion and direct, oh, sorry. Item number 9, authorization for the president and secretary to consent to the transfer of the hangar located at 2987 Delta Air Park Drive to GGM Transport LLC.
Self-explanatory, it's a straightforward transfer to of monthly lease agreement. That it's a commercial lease, so it has to be approved by the board. Like non-commercial leases, which I have authorization for.
And GGM Transport is the way that transports
It's-
people
is
down
it
to
the-
Cartagena and stuff.
They're mistaken.
GG Transport, is that the ones that have the vans that transport people down to Los Angeles and stuff? Is that place?
You want to speak to this, Karen?
I don't know, what they do. This is just a person who has an airplane and
It's an aircraft.
is purchasing an aircraft. And it's not, it's part of the 40-year lease term that will expire February 29, 2044.
So is it owner built?
Yeah.
I misspoke. So this is transfer the ownership of an owner built hangar.
Oh, it's a truck. The same amount, or are they making a profit out there, or what? They're doing that.
It's not part of something we get involved in.
We have the legal right to transfer their lease ownership, their lease interest in the property.
Basically, we're just doing a transfer of the ground lease.
So it just requires your board to accept it.
I'll make a motion to approve it. You have a motion? Sounds like we have a second.
I'll second it.
Okay. All in favor, wait, let's see, please, this authorization, all in favor?
All right.
Alright, moving on to item number 10, discussion and direction of staff regarding social media marketing. So, self-explanatory.
So the. So staff just wanted to have a conversation with you all. Yeah, as you well know, there's been several, over the last 6 months, several presentations made on social media. And, we've had, any level, we've talked about this, and we just want to get a board direction on where we want to go with this. As you know, we have, financial challenges that we're addressing. And we look at what it costs to do some of the things that we proposed, and we're wondering if that we're really in a position to take that on. And maybe there's some other ways we can go about addressing social media outreach that's more affordable. So we just wanted to afford you all an opportunity to have a conversation, let us know what you want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that we talked about during the executive committee, the vary prices and vary offerings from different places that we have presented was to actually just look for, or go the internship route and see what we can do to offer and create an internship through college, through all your where to do to find the communications major versus trying to get some experience and offer that opportunity for them. We volunteer their time, right? Right.
Do we have an outline of what we want them to do?
That would be, so if we all get the consensus of going that route, then we'll develop that and we'll go that route.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to go. Yeah, personally. Well, a lot less expensive route to go and. Do like our Instagram page and Facebook stuff, which is,
And we'll look into, I mean, we're not necessarily going to be complete free rep, but that's what we're looking for. We'll see what works out. Maybe we can offer a internship, maybe not. I don't agree with the internship. Be part of the discovery process.
there's an organization here in town that sponsors the interns, so it might end up being free to us, so we can talk about that afterward. Yeah, well,
That's good. So that's the direction. There's your direction.
Please, sir.
All right. Any questions or comments before we go? So let's go ahead and go straight into closed session. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you guys in a little bit. We exit closed session with Norwood. Moving on to item number 12, director's comments.
We're totally moving in the right direction. I'm very happy with the way this is going. The board is right on target. And the city and county is gonna be proud of us when we finish what we said we're gonna do. No further comment.
I just want to say thank you. I've gotten a lot of feedback since my first meeting, now this being my second meeting. I've been brought up to speed on a lot of the items, so I feel very comfortable now, so thank you all for all of your help.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, looking forward.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be good time.
tell your son happy birthday.
I will.
And, that's all I have for this evening.
Yeah, happy to your son. I agree with everything you said. We're going in the right direction. Got a strong board. Looking forward to this year, looking forward to the year after that. With that being said, that's all I have. So thank you everyone for being here.
Make a motion to close this meeting.
We have a motion. We have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Let's go.
Happy birthday party.